Because I think around those sort of timeframes is when people really start to doubt themselves and doubt like if all the work they've been putting in has been worth it. And I think it'd be really good for them to hear of someone or an example of someone who has been in that position but has made the change.
I'll give you an example of somebody who, kind of right now is like kind of at the crux of being able to kind of make it. And it's, had a strategy that was not provided to him, but was basically kind of taught by a mentor, and just for 7 years struggled to implement it. Maybe he got 80% of what this mentor was able to do, because I think a lot of good traders have difficulty being able to properly articulate what it is that they're doing and making all of their decisions. So, yes, I think he was struggling for a while to both understand that strategy, and there was probably some missing pieces that he didn't even know to ask. But the bottom line is he was, down, like $500,000 over a seven-year period. And I think one of the big pieces there that needs to be understood for anybody that's in this position is how many bad habits you have developed, right? As I said earlier, you become really skilled at trading poorly. So first and foremost, a lot of what we're doing is making sure that there's absolute precision with what you're attempting to do. But you need really, really good feedback to know, am I trading properly, yes or no? Binary, just to begin kind of chipping away at those old habits. And then we get to see more acutely what are the emotions that are just screaming out that cause you to violate those rules. Or ideally, you're still able to make the right trades, but also able to capture the anger that is just forcing you to walk away and quit the day prematurely. Just because it's just kind of far too volatile, which is fine, right? Because as long as you're making proper trades, even if there's only 30% of what were the trades out there that day, we're fine with that, right? There's a lot of management. I would say a lot of this could be kind of well framed as like physical rehab, right? Here you are, you've had a knee replacement, right? How long is it going to take you to rehab that injury? And so that's the kind of training that really needs to, and with this client in particular, it's been about 14 months, okay? And it's only been the last 6 months where I feel like, I wouldn't say we've turned the corner, but like we're turning the corner. So it takes a while. And so absolutely it is possible. And I will say clearly, just that the story is positive, right? Last 4 or 5 months have been consistently profitable, small, right? We're all base hits, nothing overextended. And more powerfully, a lot of the emotion has begun to subside, right? And so, 6-7 months ago, there was still volatility that was causing some failures and some setbacks. Generally was able to contain it and control it well, but those 1 or 2 were enough to just like destroy all the gains that were kind of made P&L wise. And so it was just kind of like these fits and starts, but not losing, right? So it was like, phase of us kind of really figuring out what was going on while still losing, stabilized, not losing anymore, but not gaining, getting a lot more retraining, begin to kind of turning this cruise ship in the right direction, and now suddenly being able to have some steady wins